So, YouTube, it has been a while since I've talked to y'all. For the past, I want to say, 3 months, I've been going through hell. I am not gonna lie. I have a lot of things that's changing. I have a couple of things I was fighting with that are private, but I'm gonna share some of it. Some of it's dealing with hair, some of it's dealing with life, some of it's dealing with just growing up. Just growing up as a person and then things changing. But this video today is going to be a lot over, well, it's not even gonna be me talking. This is gonna be y'all walking through what I went through on the red carpet event with Black Players for Change. If y'all don't know who Black Players for Change is, their information is gonna be right above here. Make sure y'all go look for what they got and what they have to offer, but also look at their message, because their message is something good that we need to start doing here in America, also for the youth too. And I feel like a lot of barbers and a lot of beauty industry people can pitch in with this and start getting kids involved in it, because we do see the youth more than anyone else when they come and get their haircuts, nails done, or whatever else. So, hey, with furthermore ado, or whatever you say, I'm gonna give y'all the video. It's about 40 minutes long, so I understand if you don't sit through it. I haven't done any editing with it. I'm just pasting it all together, making it look good, and then throwing it out there. So enjoy it. I'm also gonna work on a new exit for the YouTube video, so bear with me. I got a lot going on, but hope y'all enjoy this, all right?
Oh shit. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Take pictures of you.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome. How are you? Something to hear refreshments, and then we're going to get started with it.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Oh, okay. Hey, what are you up to? It is a very hot day outside, and I decided to wear all black long sleeves.
That's how I feel.
Honestly, what are we even doing? Like, I don't even know what they're doing today. Just showcasing?
These specifically, or the whole day?
It's for the whole event. Well, I'll just be walking around. It was good seeing you. But yeah, that'll be dope.
For next year's version.
For next year? Ooh, that shit
So
was
it's
hard.
giving a chance to. I actually like that, because I was thinking like I really wanted it for this year.
But the thing is, when everything takes a little bit of time, it marinates a little bit better for when it come out.
Exactly. 100%. And then it'll also be known.
It'll be known. Well, what you call it? I told Mecca, because Mecca didn't know about it at first.
Really?
No, he was like, hold on, what? And I was like, Mecca wrote that song. Mecca, he was like, hold on, what? He's like, no, I could have swore I'd have known that. I'm like, you must be zoned out.
You must be zoned
I was
out.
like, you must be zoned out.
I told him.
I was like, you must be zoned out.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I gotta be zoned out, but
That's crazy.
that's gonna be dope. Where you about to sit at?
I don't even know. I have no idea.
I'm gonna go sit wherever you sitting, because I have no clue.
Is it that way?
I think it. Where's the seat with the lady? I like to be in the front because that means you're attentive in class. I'll go. Oh, the reserve. Mm-hmm.
Brother, how you doing? You all right?
You remember me?
You look very familiar, but I'm on the 7th floor, so sometimes nothing comes in and out.
The old barbershop.
Say that?
When I left from the old barbershop with Doug,
Oh, yeah, man, check out what the hell happened. Did you see what happened?
they put a whole marijuana shop in there.
Did you hear what? I mean,
It's good to be here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming out and for spending time with us this morning. On behalf of Commissioner Garber and all of us in Major League Soccer, We really are blessed and fortunate to have you join us today, so thank you so much. This is the 3rd annual MLS All-Star Hometown Hero Showcase presented by our good friends at RBC Wealth Management. It's a joy to be here in this theater, historic Lincoln Theater, a landmark in Columbus since 1928. In addition to giving voice to so many emerging Columbus and Ohio artists, legends such as Count Basie, James Brown, Miles Davis, Duke Ellington, Ed James, Columbus native Nancy Wilson, and a young 3-year-old Sammy Davis Jr. all showcased their gifts on this very stage. Today we are honored and humbled to shine a light ensuring that soccer and education for all are accessible in Columbus, combating absenteeism and expanding access to the sport so that anyone who wants to play can. Again, I'd like to thank our friends at RBC Wealth Management. You've been true partners, good people committed to creating and sustaining great communities. Folks who know that no act of kindness and generosity is too small to make a difference in someone's life. A heartfelt thank you to my friends and MLS players past and present who make up Black Players for Change. Founded and fueled by a group of men committed to excellence on and off the field. Athletes whose commitment to this league and to this sport have left an indelible impact and will for years to come. To our friends at Lincoln Theater, thank you for inviting us into your beautiful home and making us feel welcome. And to my team, led by Jan Greenberg.
Engagement. We created Hometown Heroes 3 years ago in partnership with our friends from Black Players for Change. And we wanted to recognize those heroes in the market, those all-stars in the market that don't get the recognition. And we felt that it was important that those heroes, those all-stars that are in the community doing the work day in and day out deserve the same level of attention, care, and celebration. It's very important for us to recognize not just the folks that are doing the work, but also individuals that have been pioneers in the field, particularly as it relates to our business, the soccer business. Our hope is that the attention, recognition that we're able to hopefully offer through this platform, not just a moment in time, but helps to sustain very important work that you do day in and day out.
Let's hope everyone's doing very well. Let's make some noise for this beautiful brew we have here. My name is Alan Hopkins Jr. I am the Executive Director of Black Players for Change and your MC, your pilot, and your driver for this wonderful celebration today. I love Columbus. It's always had a big spot in my heart. I was here with my fellow Black Players for Change colleagues celebrating MLS Cup in December. I've been here for a handful of Dos Aceros as well. So this is always a place where winning takes precedence. So I'm just so happy and blessed to be here today. We have a fantastic program. And I am looking forward to creating energy, creating the expression of gratitude, which is bringing us here today. So I'm so thankful.
Our organization aims to ensure that every child starts their day confident, healthy, and ready to learn. They say that they feel higher feelings of belonging at school. Students also have shown us they feel more positive towards themselves. And students are really starting to conceptualize who they are and who they want to be, and our goal is to help students develop a positive view of themselves and a positive view for their personal future as well. When I found out that Student Success Stories was going to be recognized as a hero, I honestly was just like brought to tears over the fact that we were going to be recognized in this way and that more people could find out about our work and get involved in it. The thing that I lie awake at night thinking about, hoping for, is that we need a cargo van or a truck or some sort of vehicle.
What's the ceiling for this group?
So the goal of this organization, and Nicole Ford, when she founded this amazing nonprofit, was to be in every school that needs us. We are in 16 schools right now. We want to be in every Columbus City and Central Ohio school that needs a student success store. So we are working to sustainably expand so that we make sure that resources we provide 1 year to students can remain year after year. And we're looking to expand our board, so if anybody's interested. So just what's on the horizon is growth and leaning into the students and the schools and learning more about what they need and bringing that to fruition as best as we can.
Let's give it up for Student Success Johnson. Thank you so much. How empowered these students became over the course of the school year, because then I learned that not only were they getting items for themselves, but then they would start to advocate for their families. And this place, Student Success Stores, allows them to shop for their family, their mom, their father, a cousin, a brother, a sister. And that kind of modeling, it gets me emotional because we're teaching them how to lead, and we're teaching them how to speak up and how to advocate for themselves. And what has it been like to see the impact, as now you've had these graduating classes, if you will, when you see a Student Success Store alum, if you will, like what's that like for this group when you see the transformation through their eyes and actually physically see them sort of take on a new aura, a new shape?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're supporting the immigrant and refugee community in Columbus by making sure that their basic needs are met. But what we're really trying to do is make sure that we're offering the families we serve an opportunity to be more than basic. When anyone comes to the Columbus region, we want them to know that they're not alone. The families that we're serving have left families behind by choice or by force, but often they find themselves in a new place and no support. So community is our greatest outcome. I don't get tired because I don't carry the burden alone. We are always collaborating. We're always joining with another organization, another group of people who, this recognition just means that someone else is going to hear this conversation. And hopefully when they're drawn to this work, they know where to bring their passion. They know where to bring their influence. Let's go. That's what this recognition means.
Please join me in welcoming to the stage the CEO of Our Helpers, Dr. Dorothy Hassan. Welcome.
Dorothy, sit on down. I forgot that you had that sort of mic drop moment when you said, I don't get tired. Living for others, there's some byproducts and outcomes that you sort of get back in an organic way. What makes you smile? What gives you that sense of what you're doing is what you should be doing?
This is selfish work. I'm telling you, it's selfish because I know that there are many people that wake up all over the world to just do their job. Me, I go to sleep and I'm like, let these hours pass quick because I got work to do. So it's selfish because I have the privilege and honor of waking up every day and doing what I was gonna do anyway, but I get paid a little bit for it. So I'm gonna win here.
Dr. Dorothy, real quick, so funny. We were texting each other, and I said, "Are you excited? We got one more here." And she said, "Say less, I'm from Philly." So we're excited as well. Let's give it up to Dr. Dorothy Hassan.
1987 by a group of women at a Presbyterian church here locally in Columbus. And although we aren't affiliated with a church any longer, those tenets of those women really stay at the core of who we are and at the foundation of our organization. Their whole purpose was that they needed to serve women that needed childcare and that needed a very safe and nurturing place for their child to go as they had to go to work in the community. That's what we still do today. 85% of our families are single mothers, and we really look at this as a partnership with those families to ensure that they can go to work and go to school and build a life out of poverty for their family by what services we can provide to them here while the child is in care. We know that by word of mouth and just what we do every day, that's where the power is, and we're really building communities from the
Dr. Gina Gibb. Gina, how are you? I like the necklace thing you got going on here. You look great. Have a seat. So, CELC, they have a sparkling palace, if you will, and they have a wonderful facility that is bright, that is vibrant, that is full of sunlight and energy. And when we were talking, it was clear that you wanted it that way for those families. Why is it important for an organization that's been around for over 100 years, right? Why was it so important for you to have a facility that levels up sort of the resources and the platform to grow these wonderful little people?
Yeah, so the one that you saw is just one of our 6 locations in Columbus, and on our own, we never would have been able to build something like that. So the Hilltop Early Learning Center that is managed by Columbus Early Learning Centers was a project of the mayor. The city of Columbus invested $25 million into that space to ensure that people in the Hilltop, which is one of our poorest communities in Columbus, had the opportunity to have access to childcare and early learning when really it is a childcare desert, and there are very few opportunities for families to have access to care at that level.
What are some of the things you're most looking forward to? Like, what do you observe that makes you smile or makes you cry or just makes you feel joyous?
I think there's a couple of things. I think watching our teachers and caregivers and how their practice evolves and changes year after year because of the group of children that come into their classrooms. Even though we are a year-round program, children graduate to kindergarten and then there's an influx of new children. And so watching them be able to kind of hone in on what the needs of those children are and then help them grow is really fascinating and amazing to watch. And then our children, I mean, they're just so daggone cute. I mean, everything about them makes them smile, even when they, might be climbing the walls one day or not listening very well, which does happen with young children.
And old ones too.
And older ones too. But I think watching that, and then just watching our staff, I think a big part of what fuels me is watching my staff grow and really take on different challenges and new things, and watching them succeed even when they think that they won't. And I think for me that's what I look forward to every year as we kind of see new children coming in and our other children going to kindergarten. So it's a process that continues time after time, and it's really wonderful.
What has this honor meant for you and your organization?
I think for me, it's really just the ability to showcase our board. It's the ability to showcase our staff. None of this work can be done without them. Our teachers are everything to us, and they truly are what make our days possible with so many children and impacting so many children across the community.
Let's give it up to Gina again. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Before I start, can everybody just give another round of applause to Dorothy Hassan? Her vibe is amazing. So, Hometown Heroes All-Star is something that I look forward to at the beginning of every single season. And the reason why is because it brings so many amazing people that are doing things at the highest clip around the world to one place. We all get to rub shoulders, we all get to talk about what we're passionate about. Most of it is soccer, but as we see today, a lot of what really brings us all together and truly resonates in our hearts is in our communities. One thing for Black Players for Change when we formed ourselves in 2020 was improving the communities that we live in and that we care about so much. And to be able to see what we've been able to do with the league, with our other partners, RBC Wealth Management, and others, to name very few, has been something that we're very proud of. And I know that people that have been either affected by our efforts, our collective efforts, we have been able to grow our family. I'm a person who is just a California kid who grew up in a Nigerian household, and I came into MLS as a college grad. And after spending more than a decade playing in this league, and now covering it as a broadcaster on season pass on Apple TV, it's been an amazing experience to be able to see how much we've all grown as a league, as a family, as a community. And none of that means anything if we aren't continuing to pour into where we lay our heads and where we reside our hearts. So for that is the most important reason why I love All-Star and I love this event. So without further ado, what I'd like to do is I would like to queue up a next video of our next, and in my opinion, most important hero.
Just echoed right there as well. So many deserving people, but I'd be remiss if I didn't let the people know that your organization very much was atop of so many people's minds. And how does that make you feel that when they were looking to honor you, that F3, that final third, was someone that was spoken about often, early and late, and certainly deserving to be here this evening?
Just honored. I wake up every day and now I'm a little bit more removed. I joke with some of the people I work with on a daily basis. I'm in my, I put in quotes, ivory tower, and not coaching on the ground as much, not working as much with the youth, and really working with the leaders that are our employees within the organization, and also our partner organizations, and sitting down with them to see what's next. But to hear that F3 was really talked about a lot, and there are a lot of nominations for F3. That really, it means a lot. It means a lot to be up here with Dr. Dorothy Hassan, with Dr. Gina Ginn, with Neethi, and what they're doing in the community as well. So.
How does the game, in your opinion, help to provide the platform to transform these young people's lives?
So, I've been doing this work for about 14 years now, and where I witnessed it originally through the game and making a positive impact is in Mombasa, Kenya. And I was 22 years old, and I was juggling a ball back and forth. And it's a universal language, right? I'm in the poorest area of Mombasa, Kenya, and I feel absolutely comfortable in knowing where I grew up. And that has led to this, really, the inspiration of Final Third and what was created and what is being created. The game, as we all have heard probably by now, it brings communities together. However, the only way to do that, truly bring communities together, is to respect the identity of these communities. And Dr. Dorothy Hassan actually said it, to find the community leaders that already exist and that already are making an impact in their community and bring them in. And we connect to the game. We're able to say, you know, Seamus Riley, who works with me, is all about Man United. I'm all about Arsenal. So yeah, we always joke around. Yeah, we joke as you connect to the game, you talk about players, but then you play a ball back and forth, and you know the power of play. Really.
When you think about the
Good afternoon, everybody. Congratulations, first and foremost. Everyone has been recognized so far. As a guy from Ohio, Cleveland originally, I couldn't be happier to be back here and be in the state of Ohio and the city of Columbus and seeing all the great work that's being done. It's exciting and it's inspiring to me, and it's a great example for me to show to my community and my children that I'm raising in this city right now. So today we have the honor of recognizing a truly exceptional individual whose contributions have touched countless lives in Columbus and beyond. Dr. Williams is not only a distinguished doctor with over 45 years of experience in family care, medicine, and occupational health, but he's also a visionary who has made an indelible mark on our community through his passion for soccer and youth development. In 1985, alongside his brother, Dr. Williams co-founded the Columbus Metro Soccer Association Recreational League. This initiative was born from their shared belief in providing children that not only left an indelible mark on Ohio soccer, but also on the hearts and minds of every young athlete who had the honor of learning from Coach Williams. Learn more about his remarkable journey and the enduring legacy of the Zulus.
Soccer in the United States has historically escaped the attention of black athletes, but to no fault of their own. The lack of access and visibility to the game has made it challenging. Despite the introduction of world-famous soccer stars such as Franz Beckenbauer and soccer's king, Pele, in the 1960s, the game never truly took root, especially among the African-American community. That all changed, at least in the city of Columbus, Ohio in 1985, when Dr. Anthony Williams, a physician primarily serving Columbus's urban community, shook grass fields across the metropolitan area, leaving a permanent mark that some say is still felt today. With the odds stacked against them, Anthony and brother Larry set out to accomplish something the city of Columbus had never seen before. They put together one of the fiercest and most talented select under-8 youth soccer teams around and named them the Zulus.
I said there's an opportunity, there's a need, and the wheels just started turning from that point.
They were little in size, but their toughness was unmatched.
But I do look back on that situation and I think, how did they do it? Because we didn't have people. I didn't know nothing about soccer. Soccer was foreign to me because I knew nothing about it. We had libraries of tapes. We went to soccer camps. We read books.
Creating a team like this came with its challenges.
Where else were you going to see an all-black soccer team and coaches?
But those challenges were accepted and embraced by the Zulus.
You knew the precursor to getting yelled at when he took that toothpick out of his
They saw beyond the team's local environment and understood that the Zulus represented something greater on a global level. They knew that if they could give their kids access to the sport, that essentially they would be giving them access to the world. And that they did. The amount of success that came from Coach Anthony's league, no one could have ever predicted.
This is pretty awesome. Got a cheat sheet here.
isn't used to, so I need a little prop. But thank you all for coming this morning and being a part of this event. Some folks here I haven't seen in decades, but your presence here imparts a great amount of excitement and energy for me that I'm feeling right now. I thank the MLS Selection Committee for honoring me with this award. First of all, I would like to thank the MLS, the selection committee members of the All-Star Hometown Hero Showcase, and RBC Wealth Management for creating this remarkable and unique concept designed to escalate the status of soccer in our community at a real grassroots level. I'd like to recognize MLS Executive Vice President and Chief Engagement and Inclusion Officer, Sola Windley, Senior Vice President of Community Engagement, Jan Greenberg, Senior Coordinator for Thank you so much. Also, I would like to call out what I consider the OGs of CMSA. These were the people who were the visionaries with me, the worker bees who met in offices and rooms and developed the structure of the organizations. And some of those people are here today, not all of them. But let me call out your names, and if you're present, stand up and hold the applause until I exhaust the list. It's just a few names here. Is Kim King here? Kim, there you are in the back. Annette Wallace, Debbie Nixon. I think Debbie is on the East Coast at a conference. Sylvia Sutton.
Please welcome to the stage BPC co-founders Earl Edwards Jr., Ray Gaddis, and Justin Morrow.
All right, thank you everyone. We are here to close out today before our final entertainment. I'm Justin Morrow. We got Earl over there, Ray over there. We're the co-founders, some of the co-founders of Black Players for Change. You can probably tell which of us is still playing by his fit, looking extra fresh today. But I would seriously like to lift that up because it's a huge commitment for him to be here today. And we talk about what players can do for our communities. You know, he flew in from Boston, and logistically, he literally has to go to his coach and tell him how important it is to be here. He's not the only current player here today, but I just want to lift up all the current and former players that are here today to support their communities. That is the ideal that Black Players for Change.
True power will always be with the people with their feet on the ground, their hands dirty and sweat on their face, so thank you.
Amen.
Justin got jokes, alright. I ain't made the transition yet, so I'm gonna dress like this as long as I can. I think I want to start off by saying what an incredible event at an incredible venue. Shola Windley came up here and shared with us some of the incredible stars that have been on this stage, and public speaking isn't always my favorite thing, but after hearing some of those names, I'm gonna take my time up here. This is really so cool. But in all seriousness, the hometown heroes we saw today, after hearing your stories, I think we can all agree that you guys deserve this stage. You deserve to be shown on such a historical venue. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank the incredible team behind today's events. I'll start with today's MC. He's our executive director at Black Players for Change, Alan Hopkins, and not only is he clearly in his element tonight.
Sola Windley, Jane Greenberg, Meredith Henn, and Hugo Hernandez, to each of our Columbus hometown heroes, some donations that will help further their causes and allow them to continue to be successful in the future. These donations and those names are merely expressions of gratitude and stewardship of the leadership and dedication shown, as Justin said, on Ground Zero. This is BPC's appreciation for their unwavering dedication, their support and service. Each hero we honor today has made a significant contribution to their community, embodying the spirit of resilience and selflessness. It is our hope that these donations will support their cause and continue their efforts and inspire not only us, but you here that have witnessed what they're doing. I just want to say thank you for your remarkable work and for being beacons of hope and change. Your stories inspire us all, and we're proud to support you in this journey. Let's give them a round of applause.
Can change into a calm breeze. I've learned how to be like the fall leaves and see the beauty of letting go of things at the end of a season. Columbus, my precious Columbus, you are nostalgic to me. Like old Dave in the original Wendy's and visiting Santa at City Center Mall on Christmas Eve, and teen night lock-ins at the skating rink, and memories, sweet memories of my to raise my family, Columbus, my dear Columbus. Do you know how wonderful you are? Built in the midst of cut-back forest and winding river, you are both hometown allure and glamorous big city. Columbus, my love, I am grateful to call you home. You are as much a part of me as I am a part of you. Thank you.
Chief Executive Officer and Managing Partner of Haslam Sports Group, Dee Haslam.
Welcome everyone. We are so excited to be able to host the MLS All-Star Week here in
Columbus, my brave Columbus. You are a place of heroes. Like John C. Ward, owner of the oldest Black-owned business, conductor on the Underground Railroad. Like Nina, renowned artist who celebrated his legacy in her art, who celebrated your legacy in her art. Columbus, my expressive Columbus, you are art. A marvel of murals etched within the skylines, the sound of live music over soft chatter and fine dining, a waltz on sidewalks between hipsters, enthusiasts, and entertainers. You are an exciting nightlife. A rave in stadiums. Columbus, you are alive. You bring life. You birthed the Lincoln, a sacred place, a mecca for creatives. Through these halls,
How are you doing? I haven't been in here in so long. Let's do it. Find us a table real quick. Mecca. Mecca.
Stay away from it.
I'm
gonna keep it. Take it. I'm gonna keep it.
All right.
Ready to take two. If I take two,
Who gonna judge you? You old enough to where if you judging somebody, they not minding their business. That's how I see it now. If you judging me, you're not minding your business.